Okay, guys, welcome to week 6. It's all about social media tonight. I'm really super stoked about this. We got to do this session like we do all the sessions earlier in the afternoon with the UK team, and there's just so much going on and there's so much opportunity. And I think a lot of web center owners and unfranchised owners in general could really stand to learn about things that they can do without having to be a digital expert, without having to be a marketing expert. There are some pretty basic things that we can all get really great at that will help us to engage our network more. So I've been working on a brand new marketing manual that we're working with creative services all week here at corporate. And there's a lot of amazing statistics out there. Facebook has over 1 billion active users at this point. The average American is spending 5.2 hours every single day on their mobile devices, of which the majority of time is spent checking social media. In fact, that same study showed that millennials were checking social media on average literally 147 times per day. And yes, that frequency was a little bit less when you look at a little bit of the more mature age brackets. However, it was still between 50 and 100, no matter what age bracket you looked at. So even if you go conservatively and say the average adult is checking their social media platforms up to 50 times a day, I mean, that's insane. I mean, social media, the way that people act on social media has become something that is more habitual than something that they have to think about. So a few years ago, people had to think about what they were going to do when they were on social media. Where should they look? What should they click on? What should they say? What should they post? Who should they respond to? And now it's as second nature as brushing your teeth. And studies show that people use social media in the automated part of their brain where they're not even thinking about what they're doing. They're just doing it, like breathing. And so the point is that if that's where all the people are, and if they're spending on average of 5.2 hours a day on their mobile devices, and that's the average, which means some people will spend less, but there are people that spend more. If that's where the people are, then obviously there's two really important points that we need to take note of. Number one, our clients need a strong social media presence. They need to understand it, and they need to be present, and they need to be active, and they need to know how to engage with audiences. Because social media, first and foremost, is social. So if it's not social, if it's not engaging, then you're not doing it right. And you're not going to get the likes and the shares and the comments and the interactions that you want to get from social media interaction. So it has to be social, but our clients absolutely need a strong social presence, especially just given the human behavior and the interest and the ongoing time spent on a daily basis on social media. Secondly, as on franchise owners and as web center owners, we need to know how we can leverage social media for our own business benefit. That's with regard to recruiting. It's with regard to websites. It's regard to getting referrals, et cetera, et cetera. And again, a lot of people still you have to wrap your head around the fact that although we as unfranchised owners and web center owners want to leverage social media for business purposes, that doesn't mean that we only want to post about business things. Or when we do post about business things, we want to do that in a creative way so that it doesn't feel like a sales pitch and it feels more like a conversation starter. So my number one rule is be yourself, and everything that you post should be something you would click on. And the goal of everything that you post and everything you do should be to start conversations. So I'm really excited, though, that we've got two incredible speakers tonight. The first one is Tracy Nigwen. Please correct me if I pronounce that incorrectly, Tracy, but you guys probably know her as Lipstick and Muffin Girl. She is got a very awesome following on social media. She's an influencer, and what that basically means is when she posts things, people want to know what's in the post. And it's not because she is posting a deal of the day or she's posting, you know, just like stock imagery. She posts in a way that is branded to who she is. So when people go to her pages, they see Tracy, they see lipstick and muffin girl, they see who she's all about, and so they enjoy that aesthetic, and it keeps their her audience going back. When you go to my Facebook page, you will see family stuff, lifestyle stuff, yoga, food, positive articles, positive affirmations or sayings. You're going to see all that stuff, and people know what to expect from my channel. And the same thing on my Instagram and my Twitter. Like my Twitter's a little bit more fun. There's a lot of dance on it, a lot of sports on it. But the point is that every single platform that we have, we want to have some sort of message or one sort of theme that we're sticking to, so that we can really engage a group of people on an ongoing basis, rather than pique somebody's interest one day and then be totally random where they're not interested at all another day. So I couldn't think of a better person to to lead this discussion than Tracy, because she's done so much with her own profiles. In fact, like I'm not even gonna lie, like her grid, like the way that things appear on her Instagram inspired me to be more focused and to be more organized with the type of content that I was posting, so that things looked more synergistic, more unified. So we're always learning, and again, between her and Ricky, who also posted an incredible image that MA Web Centers is reposting tomorrow, the two of them are just going to give you guys, gosh, it's going to be just loaded with information. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Miss Tracy, who is from Canada, by the way. Um, I'm not really sure which one of these, because you're both signed in under the same note, so I'll try this one. Tracy, is that you?
That's me.
Nope, that's Ricky. Sorry. Okay, Tracy. So this one was for you. Hi. Okay, great. Awesome. So I'm going to turn presenter mode over to you now. I just wanted to make sure I had the right person. And then you can take it from here, and then we'll turn it over to Ricky once you're done with your examples.
Okay. Um, can you see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Wow. First of all, I would like to say thank you for having me here. It's like a big deal to me. And thank you so much for the lovely introduction. And thank you so much for what you have done for the Web Center program as well. Like I was very inspired. You're actually the only, like the reason why I got myself started with the Web Center, Sarah. And I'm new here, so I hope that I can share a little bit of what I know. I'm not all that amazing. I also started without knowing anything about social media. So, as I just want to share with you guys some of the success I had so far with social media, also some tips here and there. But again, Ricky obviously also doing really well with his social media as well, and he's going to be sharing with you a lot more. So the I think Sarah did an amazing job at explaining, what's the importance of social media and why we need to have social media. And as an unfranchised owner, and especially a web center owners, I feel like social media is really the place for us to be. Like the slide said, it's like a coffee shop that people sit at all day long, right? Like I don't know about everyone, but I go to sleep with my phone and I wake up with my phone. Like like my phone never leaves me. So yeah, I'm a little intense, but I'm one of those that Sarah was talking about. So today we're going to be talking about three things. So social media etiquette, prospecting, and social. So um, hey, so if you're on social media, your profile is really, really important because that's basically your resume. That's like people look at your profile and they will have their first impression about you. So make sure that you be yourself. Choose a great photo that really reflects your personality. You're professional. Be the best version of yourself. What I would do, we is that you on social media, a lot of people are following you, or you have an audience. So make sure that you always want to deliver positive messages. And like Sarah said earlier too, you want to implement the 80-20 rule, which means that you only talk 80% of what you post every day should be about you, about your lifestyle, about yourself, and then or people that you have in your life, and the other 20% is business. So keep business down to very minimum, right? The next one is you want to be able to post contents that are engaging. So ask questions, call of action, just ask people, how's your day going, things like that. It will really generate engagement. And then respond to comments. This is so important, especially if I'm a big fan of Instagram. I don't know about you, but you know that Instagram, when you're on Instagram, it's really important that you respond to people commenting on your picture right away, because that will show that you have the most engagement. And Instagram algorithm usually will push the post that has the most engagement up. So it's also increase your chance to expose yourself and your brand to other people as well. And then the last thing is follow up. It's just like how we retail, how we prospect, recruit, and sponsoring. Follow up is a really, really important part, because a lot of the time we'll probably think like, oh, social media, we don't have to go out there, we don't have to talk to people, so it's easy to get clients. I think social media is easy for us to get leads, but it also requires a lot of follow-up to get to the sales, right? So I actually put together 2 of my profiles on Instagram just to show you a little bit of example. So on the left side, that's my personal Instagram, and on the right side, that's the Lipstick and Muffin Media, which is basically the web center. But because I have built my brand for about 2 years now, and everybody know me as Lipstick and Muffin Girl. So I thought, hey, why not brand it under Lipstick and Muffin Media? But you can see in the part where we have the profile is really to the point. You guys know where I'm from, what I do. And with the Lipstick and Muffin Media as well, it's really to the point. You can see that we're about web design, social media, digital marketing. But the most important part is we're about building community of female entrepreneurs. So you can also notice that both of my profiles are business profiles. So having a business profile has the advantage because you have the analytics. So you can actually see who are on your social media at what time, where they're coming from. So you can have your content kind of tailored to your target audience, right? And just looking at the Lipstick and Muffin Media as well, you notice that I barely talk about website or digital marketing. Most of it is just information. I have a lot of inspirational inspirational posts and motivational posts, because I found that a lot of entrepreneurs are on social media looking for inspiration and motivation. So I want to create conversation with them. I want them to ask me questions and to engage with me, so I can start creating relationship with them, and not just talking about website or what services that we have all the time, right? So using social media to prospect, I love this slide because Sarah pretty much covered everything in this slide. So the first thing is when you're on social media, you have to keep in mind that most of the business pages are run by decision maker. So a couple of things that we can do is, become a fan of places on your name list. Let's say you have a spa or a restaurant that you have on your name list. Follow them on their social media, or you can also find your local business on social media as well, and make sure that you comment and support them, because we are entrepreneurs as well. And the best thing that we can ever receive is a positive comment or a compliment or engagement, encouragement from other people, right? So business owners, they love that. So by doing this, you let them know that you've been supporting their business, you're there, and you're in the community, you're in the local area, and you make some sort of, I wouldn't say it's a relationship, but an establishment that you are their fan. And then after that step, you can go on and private message them, ask them the right questions, or talk about, even if we can set up an appointment, so you can do a B2B surveys with them. And for this one, I actually have a really great example. So I was looking to get my eyebrows done. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the whole like eyebrows and eyelash extension, but all that. So I went on my Instagram as usual, and I just put in Toronto eyelash salon, and I found this salon that is in downtown Toronto, and I follow her for a while. I follow a few more just to see, who can actually have the best work on their social media, so I can have more trust going to their service. But anyway, so I found this account on social media, and I always complimenting on her work. I started building relationship with her, and our relationship got to a point where we're so comfortable. She actually invited me to her store and asked me to do a review on her service. So while I was there, I started making conversation with her, and I got to know her more. And she told me that she's looking to build 2 websites, one for her salon and one for a online e-commerce business that she's about to start. So I told her that this is actually my expertise, and I can actually link her to the right team, the right people to help her with. So with that alone, I was able to sell just one website, because the other one, she's a little bit tight on budget, so she's holding off the other one, but I was able to sell one website. She also purchased an SEO package with us and a content writing with that as well. I don't know if Ricky, you have any example you want to jump in and for this case? Hello?
Yeah, I mean, like what you said, Tracy, I do post a lot of like motivational stuff on my own Instagram. That way I get a lot of like other business owners asking me what I do, and just helping them stay motivated and keep building their business. That way I can start generating conversation with them and finding out their needs with their business.
Hello? Hi?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's it. It's a little hard to hear you. I don't know if it's just me. Okay, so I'm gonna get on the next point, which is join online community, networking, and industry pages on Facebook or on social media. This is actually a really great place for us to network and get to know or interact with people. A lot of the groups out there, especially on Facebook, they have many specific groups that targeting, business owners, female business owners, handcrafted business owners, like a bunch of other industry on Facebook that you can actually join, connect, and also share with other people what you do and network with them. So I put together a slide. So this is just an example of how you can actually gain a lot of business just being a part of this group. So this is one of the group that I'm a part of. And every Tuesday, they have a Tuesday business promo, which is a day that you can actually post anything about your business, because I know for some of these groups, they're very limited in terms of what you can post, because I don't want it to be too salesy, too spammy, but they do have certain days of the week that you can talk about your business, talk about your services, your blogs, or any giveaways that you have. And you can feel free to talk about what you can offer. And there's a lot of members. You'll be surprised that there's a lot of members that are looking for services that we have, right? So I put together this example that I just found. So this person, she's a member of the group, and she just asked if anybody have any idea of what she can do with her blog, rebranding and all that. And I know for us, we don't really offer any blog services, but I thought, why not? So I just drop in and I say, hi, Steph, would love to talk to you more and see how I can help you with that. And so I took into a private conversation, and afterwards she told me that she need a rebrand of her blog, but she also need to have to redo the SEO of her blog. So she needs SEO for her blog, and she also needs social media management. So we're scheduling a call next week to speak with the Web Center team to see how we can best help her. And I also have a really good example for this one as well. Is that I was on one of these group and I posted that I have I own a media company and I help people with their web design and social media and whatnot. And one of the member actually reached out to me, and she, like, within literally 5 minutes of talking, I was able to schedule a call with the team. And this is like, she just bought the website right there. Yeah, because she really need it. So again, like, people who are on these groups, they're very engaging, and they are people that I could say is our target market, because they're looking for something to build or to improve with their business, right? Ricky, you want to add anything?
No, I'm good. You can continue.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so I'll go back to the third point, which is your non-business owner network and business opportunities. So, sometimes we think that we have to go out to talk to business owners only, because only business owners will need websites and digital marketing and all that. But it's actually not true. People in your network that are not business owners can actually lead you to their network, which is even huge. It's even bigger than what you have right now, right? So always, put yourself out there, private message them, let them know what you do. It doesn't hurt to ask them for referrals. If I know say something like, you don't have a business, but do you know anybody who have a business that you can recommend me to? Or just share some of the web solution design to pick interest, and just always keep the possibilities in mind, because anytime you start up a conversation, sometimes a business opportunity will come up, and there's a chance for you right there and then, right? So for this approach, I also have a really good example I want to share. So I think early on Monday, so this was April 7th, and I post this post on my Facebook and on my social media, and just saying, are you still waiting to get your website up? We can help you. And what I'm saying on my Facebook is, it's contest time, starting from April 7th to June 31st. I need your help. And I literally just ask for people in my social media if they know anybody who actually own a business that need to launch their website online or need a website for their business, and if they can help me. And surprisingly, one of a friend messaged me. So she doesn't have a business, but her mom and her mom's friend recently got together and started a home organizing business. And they're a little older, so they're not very tech savvy, so they don't really know how to use social media or Facebook. But because she saw this post, she contacted me, and we were able to sit down like 2 days ago. And we were able to also walk them through our packages and what we have to offer. And they also just purchased a website from us as well, with the help of the Web Center team. So again, it doesn't hurt to help. It doesn't hurt to ask, right? So the last part is social search for people with needs right now. So most time there's a lot of people out there that we don't know that really need our solution, and or people that we know that need our solution, and all we need to do is just expand our network, meet new people, and build relationship, ask the right questions. And we have solution for them for any problem that they have. And from my experience alone, like from the conversation that I have had with a lot of business owners, a lot of them had go through a lot of bad experience with a website or with their freelancer or their freelance web designers or whatnot. So we're here to help, right? So don't feel afraid to offer a solution for them. And so how can you find these people? I want to talk about hashtag searching. So if you know what hashtag is like the number sign that we put in front of the keyword that we want to look for when we want to look for something. So it's like Google for social media. So what do you, now that you know what kind of people you want to reach out to, this is where you can find them. So what to search? You know, your competition, GoDaddy, WordPress, Shopify, or Squarespace. Like I heard a lot of horrible stories from had their purchase or had the website with these guys, because it always started up with really low startup costs, but then when the business starts to expand, there's a lot more costs in that occur with it. And with our business, with the Web Center, we offer everything in you know, one solution, right? So when you look for hashtag, let's say GoDaddy, you'll be able to find specific products, complaints, or challenges that we can offer our solution for, right? It's also a great way to even prospect, because when you put in this hashtag, most likely you also going to meet web designers, sales, people in the industry, and people that are having problems with the services that they have with these guys. So where to search? You can go on Facebook, include the number sign of the hashtag when searching for terms in the search bar. For Twitter, you can click on the magnifying glass to search, and on Instagram, you can click on the compass icon to search. And Instagram is, again, I haven't done much Twitter, but for Facebook and Instagram, I think these two, they have tons of potential people that are talking about their experience with other services. And the great thing about this category of people is they either really have the urgency to find a solution, or they are having bad experience with other competitors. So this is a great way for us to bring up our business. But again, don't just come in and say, hey, we have this and that. Make sure you approach them, build relationship, ask the right questions again. And then where it's an opportunity for us to bring up our services, then we can do that, right? But like Sarah said, at the end of the day, is relationship building is still the same. You know, either you retail a lipstick from Motives or a TLS. I found that with the Web Center, it still comes down to having good relationship with people, because I found that people would do business with you because of who you are, not so much of what you have to offer. So if you know, they feel like you're not genuine and you're not really being yourself, it's really hard for them to even purchase or, you know, listen to you telling them about what kind of products or services they have, right? So again, go back to our first point. Make sure you be yourself, be genuine, ask the right questions, and just really be there to help. And I think the next oh yeah, so these are some of the examples. And so great. So now that you have an idea of, you know, how and where to find potential clients, the next step is to, oh, sorry, I think I missed one part.
That's okay.
Right, sorry, my bad. So oh yeah, so I forgot to bring up a really great example for the social search for people with needs now. This is actually thanks to Ricky. because I think Ricky was actually on Instagram and looking at other competitors' pages, and one of the people there were actually commenting on a page and saying that she's looking for a digital marketer, and Ricky was able to recommend me to her. So we met up, we talked about it. I showed her what we have to offer, and it turns out that she wanted to actually start her digital marketing company herself. So I was able to show her what we actually have at shop.com and Web Center program. And she recently just jumped on board as a UFO as well. So, you never know what you're going to get. Just really put yourself out there and, leverage your team. So yeah, I would like to say thank you, Ricky, for that. And I think the next step, I would like to pass this on to Ricky because he's going to show you what are the resources that. Hi, sorry. Yeah, so Ricky is going to take over from here.
Okay. Yeah. Hi guys. So just want to share a quick about my Instagram. So I post a lot of like so yeah. So this is my Instagram. So I mostly post about like motivational stuff and very little content regarding the business. Like I just like to empower different business owners, and they usually comment on my stuff. Like I'll show you this here quickly. I have one person here that I've been following up constantly, and she has her own business, so kind of working through the relationship building. So you can kind of play around with your Instagram and your social media and see what works for you. So now back to the slide. Okay, yeah. So as Tracy said, so these are some of the shareable contents you can use just to generate more traffic or generate questions regarding what you do. Like you can bring people to our MA Web Center's YouTube channel, the blog, Facebook, Twitter accounts, Instagram accounts, or any of the other resources we have. These are really great tools for us to show our potential clients what we can offer them. And then also the videos, the digital marketing solution video is really good for business owners that want to kind of learn more of what we offer them. So I know Sarah has recently worked on a bunch of new videos on the YouTube channel. So like the digital marketing series is really great. That gives them a general idea of what we shop our service does. And you can send these to your clients. They're all very user friendly. Very good for clients to get an idea of what they're looking into.
Ricky, do you mind if I just jump in for a quick second on that series because it is so new? So I was thinking about the best way to explain this, and um, the reality is that most people, like, let's say you're majoring in health and nutrition, right? You don't have to explain to somebody why they need a multivitamin because they just accept that as a fact. Okay, they accept that. Okay, I should be on a multivitamin. That's part of general health, but with OPC3, a lot of times with new customers, there's like a little bit of customer education there because you have to explain to them, what antioxidants are and why it's so important for health because not as many people are aware of what antioxidants are. So you have to almost first convince them that they need it before they will even consider to buy it. And I feel like with digital marketing, like the different products that we have, it's the exact same issue that we have to overcome, the same challenge. So the digital series is designed to talk in layman's terms so that your average pizza shop owner or contractor or whatever business owner can understand what it is and why they need it so that once they accept that as a fact that this could be good for them, then they can consider how they're going to get it. But I think a lot of people try to get people to commit to an appointment and you're trying to sell these products, but these people don't even understand why they need it in the first place. So it's a really great video resource to share. All right, I'm sorry, I turn it back over.
No, that's great. Thanks, Sarah. Yeah, so moving forward, so you can also send them the Web Center solution overview, which gives them a general idea of what we offer them as well. And then the mawebcenters.com, this is a great resource to send to your customers. It'll give them a general idea of everything we offer, like web design, the e-commerce solution, SEO, social media, Google and Facebook advertisement, site management, and all the support. And this will usually give them more than enough information. That way you can schedule a 15-minute consultation or even a sales demo with a product specialist to give them a more direct overview of what we can offer them and also building up that relationship with your clients. So social media, usually what I like to post is maybe some like design examples or testimonials. You can, I know on the Web Center Instagram, they post a lot of testimonials and new updates that they have, which you can kind of do with your own social media platform as well. But if you're not up to date with that, you can always send them to our Facebook, Instagram pages, the Twitter, the blogs, and the YouTube channels. There's a lot of great resources that everyone can use and send to the clients to give them more information on what we have. And then the tutorial videos, these are great resources to send to your current customers if they're looking to learn more about how to use the Web Center, or they can always give the tech support a call to help them walk them through how to maybe make an edit, or if they want to know how to work a certain tool on the website, or they can learn them themselves through these videos. And also the recorded webinars. These are really, really powerful videos. I use them a lot myself when I show my clients. That way they get a more in-depth knowledge about each tool that we offer or certain things that the customer might want to learn. You can send them these webinar series as well. And then the live chat support. So these are all the different areas you can use, like the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, newsletters, blogs, or any of the videos and MA samples. These are some great design examples that we have done. You can show your clients. Usually, sometimes they'll ask us, like, do you have any samples you can show us? You can always send them there. And so, do you want to take over from here, Sarah?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so I understand because like also the resource magnets are not in Canada yet, but these are really great things that you can give to your clients, and we are going to make this available as a graphic. So we will post this as something that you can share digitally with your prospects as well as with your existing clients. So if you share this with a prospect, it shows them every local support number, email address, website, and social media channel that has client friendly or client beneficial content on it. Um, if you have, if you're in the United States, we highly recommend that you actually just buy these and you give them to your clients when they become clients, because it's a nice way for them to have a quick reference and to take advantage of all of the resources that they have. So I think that's the last page for that, right? So I can go ahead and take it like the rest of the way from here. So great job, Ricky. And let me just go ahead and move presenter back over here. Thank you, everybody. It's always fun when we have lots of presenters. It's kind of like musical chairs. All right, awesome. Thank you so much, Ricky. Okay, well, Ricky and Tracy did an incredible job. I hope you guys took a bunch of notes away from them. And, Ricky basically, Tracy did a lot of how do you get people's attention and how do you start the conversations in the first place. And then Ricky covered all the good stuff that you're going to send people when they are interested. But like they both mentioned, Your job is to make sure that you're not doing a hard sell, that you're not just reaching out to people on social media and just trying to get something from them, because people can sense that. So you want to make sure that you're being super social and that you're listening. Okay, so 2 exercises for this week. The first one is to work that the social media warm market, meaning you're going to look at your names list, and firstly, you're going to talk to the people on it that are employees or that are just parts of your friends and family or your regular network, and you're going to let them know about what you're doing and ask for referrals. You're going to start conversations around that, so that people know how they can support you, how they can help you. I hear on franchise owners all the time say that, oh, this person doesn't support me because they wouldn't become my business partner, or they don't want to hear about the business. Well, the reason your network doesn't want to hear about the business is because they're not in the market right now for a business opportunity. So if we put our expectations as on franchise owners in a better place, and we teach our friends and family how to be supportive by simply, number one, of course, becoming a preferred customer on Shop, and number two, sending us referrals, it's just a really great way to leverage those relationships in a way that is comfortable and productive for everybody. Um, the next big thing that you're going to do this week is you're going to look through your names list and of potential clients and become a fan of all of their business pages that exist, because like Tracy mentioned, 9 times out of 10, these local business pages on Facebook or Instagram or wherever, they're being managed by the business owner themselves or some sort of marketing director who's in charge of making those decisions. So we took some time to talk about talking to gatekeepers and trying to get to the business owner. One of the quickest ways to get to a business owner is through social media, because again, 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that are managing that profile. So you're going to work your names list that way. The second thing is I encourage everybody to go ahead and try the search. So the reason we put the Facebook search in the example is because, personally, like I love Instagram and Twitter. Those are my 2 favorites. And actually, Ryan was just making fun of me for how much I love Twitter, because it's just the most, it has everything, videos, articles. I just absolutely love it. And he was like, it's so random. I'm like, but it's not random. That's the thing about social media, is that every single thing that shows up in my newsfeed is showing up there because I'm following that channel, right? I'm not seeing a lot of random things. It's not like I go to a periodical and I have to sift through a bunch of articles that I don't care about. I am literally scrolling through posts of people that I choose to follow. So you guys, the opportunity in terms of like warm market is so massive, because there's a warm connection there. There's a common interest or some other connection that exists, and your audience is more likely to care about what you're posting about. But in any case, I digress. I apologize. But on Twitter and Instagram, the search feature is so much better than Facebook. You can, it's just been around longer. So when you search for terms, it's just easier. However, most small business owners are slow to get to Instagram. They all start with Facebook because that's what they're most comfortable with. And so I always say, like, as a business owner, although I prefer to be on Instagram and Twitter, I understand that there's something, if I'm first getting started, I'm going to start with Facebook because that's where the majority of people are right now. So go to Facebook, pick a term, search it, and then keep track of any new prospects that you might find as a result of that hashtag search. Now, we recommend 2 types of searching. Actually, it's 3. One is you can look for specific complaints. The last one on there for product complaints is from the polos from Trista and Russell, website down. It's like the best one, because if people are posting about their hashtag website is down, then obviously they're not happy with their current provider, and that's an opportunity for you to start a conversation, build a relationship, and potentially get them an appointment to consider switching to your services, right? Second type of search you can look for is a competitor. So if you look for GoDaddy or Wix or One and One, those are not really competitors. They don't sell what we sell, but in the eyes of a small business owner, we're all the same thing until we can explain how we're not, right? So when you search for those terms, what happens is you're going to find people that are happy with that service, and you're also going to find people that are unhappy with that service. So I actually just want to show you one quick thing, because I just want to clear this up, because this is really critical for anybody that's going through this exercise for the first time. When you put the number sign, like Tracy said, in front, you're going to see a couple of different kinds of results. This first one, yellow hashtag GoDaddy, is actually going to show you everybody that's posting about GoDaddy on Facebook, whether they're your friend or not. So the point is, it's an opportunity to meet new people complaining about that service at this exact time. Below that, you'll find the official page for GoDaddy, and below that, you're going to find groups dedicated to discussions on GoDaddy. So I like to call that like a lake, right? If you join one of those groups, again, 9 times out of 10, you're going to find people that are happy with it, and 9 times out of 10, you'll find people that are unhappy with it. And I understand that that is not a mathematically correct ratio, but I'm just saying you're going to find both, okay? And then finally, there's a recruiting opportunity. If you're looking to expand with more franchise owners, more web center owners, or web center pros, then search hashtag web designer, hashtag sales professionals, sales people, advertisers, organizations, whatever, and look for those people and start to meet new people that might be looking for a better platform to build their website on. So if you are minoring in web centers this week, your first task is to follow MA Web Centers on all of our social platforms. The trick, and Ricky showed it to you already, is if you go to mawebcenters.com and you scroll all the way to the bottom, all of our social channels are right there. So just make sure you are a fan of those channels so that you can, first of all, have content to share, and second of all, tag us and stuff so that we can repost you. Okay? Second task, follow your clients and prospects on their social channels. Third task is you're going to share one MA Web Centers post to one of your pages. Share it. And then finally, network through your employee list. If you are majoring in web centers, you're going to do all of that, but you're also going to join an online group, whether it's a business networking group or an industry specific one, and you're also going to do the hashtag search. If you are a Web Center pro, if you're at a professional level, then you're going to do everything a major is going to do. But we also encourage our professionals to have business dedicated pages themselves for their business. So, like Tracy showed you, she has done so much with branding that she has a branding company, and that's a big part of her Web Center business, right? So she has a business dedicated pages for that purpose. But if you're just minoring or majoring in web centers and you're not considering yourself a professional in this industry yet, that isn't necessary. You can be very successful just leveraging your personal profiles in the ways that we shared with you today. And again, if you have an LLC and you're like a full-on industry pro, we do recommend that you do have some business dedicated pages. All right, guys, thank you so much to Tracy and also to Ricky for your incredible advice and guidance on social media. I hope that's been very helpful for you. And we will see you throughout the week, and we'll be sure to get the recording up as soon as we possibly can. Thanks, everybody. Have a great week.